Hi, we're here with Kim Beard, who's the Executive Director of the Cornelius Arts Center, and Paul Herbert, who is the Director of the Department of Parks, Arts, Recreation, and Culture for the town of Cornelius.
Quite a long list there. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about the Cornelius Arts Center. What's its mission? What does the organization do? Give us a little bit of an overview.
Sure. First of all, thanks for inviting us this morning. The Cornelius Arts Center is the home, and I have to say the perfect home, of the Community Arts Project. Now, the Community Arts Project is a nonprofit visual arts center located, what we like to say, in historic Cornelius. It's directly behind, when we're having to give directions, I always say it's directly behind the police department, and people get to us. The cool thing about the center is we offer arts programming for the very young preschoolers, 18 months, 2 years old, all the way up through the tweens and teens, the adults, and even senior adult art programming, which is pretty unusual in an art center to be able to handle that range. So we offer arts programming from almost birth to death.
And there's different kind of sub-organizations, or were, so that the children's program is through the Children's Arts Project, and then the more adult programming was through the Creative Art Exchange. How does that work?
Actually, July 1st, the two organizations housed in the Cornelius Arts Center merged, and so the youth component was the Children's Arts Project,
which is what I think a lot of people remember.
Right, and they have a long-standing history of 8 years. They started in Huntersville, moved to a smaller location between Huntersville and Cornelius, and landed in the Cornelius Arts Center 2 years ago. The Creative Art Exchange, the adult component, came from the Ice House in Davidson, moved south into Cornelius, into the Arts Center, and both organizations have been there a little over 2 years. It was a perfect marriage and a very right marriage for these two organizations to merge. We're in the same center. We have the same mission, the age differences.
You can share the equipment.
Right, and so it's a perfect marriage. And with that merger, we created the Community Arts Project. That is how we'll be known moving forward.
Now, how is that all funded?
We are fortunate to be funded through the ASC. We also have some corporate funding, and we also offer a membership type of offering to the youth and to the adult components.
Right. We actually have a discount on our website for both organizations. We have to merge them under the new umbrella, but
good.
And now, what's the relationship with the Parks, Arts, Recreation, and Culture Department?
Let's simplify that, and let's just call it PARC.
PARC.
Okay.
PARC, Parks, Arts, Recreation, and Culture. Well, the town of Cornelius, and I should mention to elaborate on what Kim says, is while it's located in Cornelius, the Cornelius Arts Center, and while that houses and is the home base for the Community Arts Project, the services that are offered really attract people from all over the area. So you've got parents and children coming from as far as Mooresville, Kannapolis, et cetera, to come in Denver to participate in wonderful preschool activities. And we could go on and on about just the breadth of activities there for children, for teens.
And it's not just membership either, right? You can drop in. You have drop-in type programs.
Absolutely, it is drop-in. The town, in the times in which we live right now, the town really sees this as an investment, not only now, but for the future of the town. There is, I believe you had Visit Lake Norman on earlier, and the executive director talked about economic development and the value of recreation in serving to be an economic driver for not only the town but the area. The Cornelius Arts Center is that kind of place. It's a charming place. It's a magnet. I think Kim will tell you that people come from all over and comment on how unique an experience it is. When they come to a gallery show, we've heard comments like, wow, this is like being in New York, for a gallery. And you get to meet wonderful artists, and I think we have one.
Yeah, we're going to have a couple artists
we're going to meet here in just a second. But the town sees it as an investment in not only serving the citizens of Cornelius, who certainly enjoy it, hundreds and hundreds.
Now, just to summarize, before we bring in a couple of the artists here, what are some of the different forms of art that you support? Because it's pretty broad.
It is huge. We house probably the largest ceramic studio between Charlotte and north of Statesville. We have 9 wheels. We have a hand building ceramics section, and also 2 kilns, which are used almost 24/7. That's a really highly popular part of our program. And we also have the gallery that Paul mentioned, is a 600 square foot gallery, where we profile not only local artists, but we started to attract regional artists. A show that we had in February highlighted a woman from Maryland who we had in for her show. Her pieces hung for 2 months, about 2 months. Currently, the show that is kind of fun that we're exhibiting now, it opens next Monday, the 20th, and it's called Kids Create. So it's really the artwork from the youth, the preschool is all up through the teens, that will run from July 20th through August 28th, I believe.
Okay.
And so that's open to the public Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Okay.
And we always include information about the current exhibits on our events calendar on LKN Savings.
And we'll be right back with some artists to showcase their exhibits.